In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the return fuel line on an Echo trimmer. The fuel return line is one of several fuel lines on your trimmer. Its specific purpose is to return fuel from the carburetor back into the fuel tank when you're priming. Because fuel lines are made out of either plastic or rubber, eventually they will harden and begin to crack, at which time they'll need to be replaced. Replacing the fuel return line is easy to do, and we're going to show you how. Fuel return lines, as well as many other parts, can be found on our website. Let's get started. I'll begin by removing the air filter cover and the air filter. I'm doing this mainly so you can see what we're doing a little better, but it'll also free up a little more room for you to work. Before we remove any of the fuel lines from either the carburetor or the fuel tank, you'll want to make sure that you've drained the gas from the fuel tank. Otherwise it will leak, as the fuel in the tank tends to be slightly pressurized. I've already drained the fuel, so we can go ahead and move on. If you're unsure which fuel line is the return line, you can identify it by priming the trimmer. It'll be the line that the fuel flows from the carburetor back to the fuel tank. In this case, it's this yellow line. I'll go ahead and remove it from the trimmer. I just pull it from the grommet and then away from the carburetor. Now we can install our new return fuel line. I like to use a little bit of 2-cycle oil on the end of my finger to lubricate the end of the line that's going to pass through the grommet. It just makes it easier to slide it into the grommet. I'll slide that line through the hole in the grommet. And attach the other end to the carburetor. And I'll just reinstall the air filter and air filter cover.